Hey everyone, it's Shadow from PokeMMO Investments, and today I wanted to make a quick video about making money off Dittos that I haven't really seen covered anywhere. No, it's not catching Dittos, it's not breeding with Dittos. In fact, it's one of my favorite activities in the game. It's flipping. Today, we're going to talk about flipping and pricing Dittos and how it can be some really good money. So, here I went ahead and bought a couple of Dittos over the past few minutes. The prices are in the name. And as you can see, generally I go for mons with decent IVs in most stats. A lot of people don't even pay attention to non-31 stats on a Ditto, and that's why I scan Ditto boxes I buy for breeding as well. Sometimes I can make back up to 60 to 80k Pokeyen off a few nice Dittos in the Shitto bin. So, to price most Dittos, I take a look at the stats and say how much could a beginner OU comp with these stats sell for. Then I will look up Dittos with similar stats and go somewhere in the middle. Sure, I'm not getting the max amount of Pokeyen I could be getting, but these Dittos sell relatively quickly, and it's a nice flip to do where there aren't many good flip opportunities at the moment. Maybe late at night or early in the morning when the market is slow. Or while I'm looking for some shiny flips, it's a nice boost to my Pokeyen. Alright, so here's a Ditto that I bought for 5k on the GTL, and I'm going to go through and show you guys how I price check my Dittos. Now, my price checks are generally done in my head because I've flipped a fair few mons over a long period of time. So, a small part of it will just be intuition you can only really get from hundreds of hours of flipping. So, yeah, let's get started. A very big thing to look for is nature. If the nature complements the stats, it can add a fair bit of value to the Ditto. So in this case, the nature is docile, and it doesn't really do much for the Ditto, which is fine, because if we take a look at the IVs, it's just an okay Ditto, like all around. It has pretty high stats in most IVs. So the next thing to look for after the nature is looking at these stats and asking yourself, what can this Ditto be used for? So in this case, this Ditto is 30 HP and 30 defense, which is notable. It has okay speed as well, and an average attack and special attack. So this Ditto can really be used to try and fix a beginner comp, or to maybe, create a beginner comp. The high HP and speed are the main important factors in this Ditto. After we know more or less what it can be used for, we can know our market and the target audience for this Ditto. Not everyone is making or fixing beginner competitive mons, so we know that this one will be a bit of a slow sell if we price it at a fair range. But that's okay, because it'll eventually sell and at a decent price, and we'll make a fair bit of profit. Now, the last thing is to get an idea of the Ditto market right now, because during events and the sort, most people won't be buying Dittos, or any mons really. So let's give it a quick check on the GTL. Move this here. Alrighty, so we're going to look for a Ditto, and generally I round down on most stats, unless it's, something important like a 30 or a 31. This is 20, this doesn't matter, and the speed is 25. Now, as we can see, there is one Ditto listed here for about 30k, and it does have 31 defense and 30 HP. Now, the rest of the stats are about on par, minus the special defense, which isn't really significant. So our Ditto would be worth a little bit less than this. Let's check the nature. Plus speed, minus special defense. Yeah, so this is actually a pretty good Ditto for what it is. Yeah, if anyone searches this criteria, they'd see this and they think of it as a steal. So what we're gonna do is, I think we can sell this, let me see, I think 25k is a fair price point for this. 25k, and it should sell relatively quickly. But yeah, that's how I price check my Dittos. Alrighty, so I've removed all other Ditto listings from the GTL so I don't confuse them, and I've just listed all the Dittos that I flipped, and I'll be back when they all sell. So it's been a little while. I've been busy with school and work and Magic the Gathering stuff, but that's good because we're making the most out of our time and making passive money off these Ditto flips, and some good money at that. The market for Mons and other items is down because of the upcoming event, so if y'all are interested on a video covering that, please do let me know in the comments. I will most likely make a video anyways, but we'll see. So when we check the GTL here, we'll see that we have made a pretty penny off our passive Ditto flips. It took me about 10 minutes to find these while looking through the GTL and then pricing them. So for our 10 minutes of effort and about 24k Pokeyen, we have made out with 120k Pokeyen, of which 96k of that is profit. Not bad at all. And this is why Dittos are one of my favorite mons to flip. They're such good passive money. So yeah, we're gonna claim that, and that's a very great feeling. Alrighty, and that's the end of the video. So this video took me a little bit longer to make than usual, mostly because the whole event market thing, people are preparing for the lunar event, they're not really spending any money on Dittos or breeders or anything of the sort. But yeah, we got it done, we made a good profit, and I showed off how I price check my Dittos and why I think Ditto flipping is such a profitable like passive income sort of thing. But yeah, that's all for the video. If you enjoyed, if you have anything you want to say, feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below, you know, all that. I do have a relatively big series in the works, and I think a lot of people enjoy that. But for now, that's all. Have a great night, y'all.